Finally, what we've been waiting for from Arsenal has finally been delivered by the website of Arsenal in there for you. Arteta conducts Arsenal pre-season training, and finally the footage has been re-released by the media house of Arsenal in there for you. And very many players have been really taking part into this training session, and I really love to really come on through and really talk about those that really came in through in there for you. So Arsenal have conducted really a very good session in there for you, and they really looked good in there, and the manager was all smiles in there for you with returnees from loan like he's called who? Pablo Mari. Do you know Pablo Mari? Pablo Mari, you remember him very well. Pablo Mari is one of those that really came in at Arsenal and was loaned to Udinese. He returned either for you, and the youngsters were also part of the training session in there for you. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to where you're watching us from. This is Rokani Media Football. Go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss that on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now today, Arsenal has really laid out the photos. It does not mean that Arsenal started their training today. No, they reported on training on Monday. On Monday, 27th of June. That's when they reported, and all the players were in attendance, most of them. Those that never attended are the ones that were really so much involved into the international duty in there for you. But those that were not international duty have been reported immediately, and Arteta has really held the first session of training with them. You might guess who those are. We have close to 26 slides of those players of Arsenal in there for you. Some of them I don't know their names, but we are here to see to it that we let it roll onto this channel, which goes by names of Rokani Media Football in there for you. So if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel in there for you. Now let's roll straight into this footage of the Arsenal website that they really gave us today, and that is Mikel Arteta on the training ground doing the needful in there for you, and he is really so much in need of Arsenal to really be physically fit for the game in there for you. So that is the lad who goes by the names of Mikel Arteta. He's the guff of Arsenal. He is really hoping for Arsenal to come in and really go ahead and compete so much for a side which goes by in the Premier League, UEFA Europa League, and the Champions League that they are chasing for this season that we are going into. Mikel Arteta, that is him, as he really smiled, and that is Ben White. I see Balogun, I think, and is it Nketiah behind them? Therefore, you smiling, and that is Ben White, who came in at Arsenal last season from Brighton at £50 million. He really had a very good season for a side which goes by names of Arsenal. When you look at his stats at a side which goes by names of Arsenal, he really played very well. His debut season was one of those that excited Arsenal fans in there. He played 32 games in the Premier League, and he scored 0 goals, 0 assists in there for you, but Arsenal kept a couple of clean sheets into that season, courtesy of Ben White. He went ahead to play 4 games in, let me see, he went ahead to play 4 games in the EFL Cup, that is the Carabao Cup. That is Ben White in there for you, and Arsenal are really doing a very wonderful job. Remember, the first game we played for Arsenal was really a calamity, and they played a side which goes by the name of Brentford, that was newly promoted in the Premier League, and he really sat down Arsenal by 2-0. Ben White got, and I think he got COVID, and when returned in with Gabriel Jesus, it was really a perfect combination for that central defense that saw Arsenal keep close to 13 clean sheets a season in there for you. So that is Maitland-Niles and Nketiah. Maitland-Niles was at AS Roma, and he was at that Jose Mourinho side. Maitland-Niles is really one of those players that really excites me, especially when he's on the ball. He has a very big heart, but his actions really don't execute what he has on heart. He really talks a lot that he really wants to be played in the midfield, But even when he went at AS Roma, where he really agreed a loan deal to play under the Mourinho team, he never played as a midfielder. He was played as a right back, and he only played 8 games. He played 9 games, 1 in Coppa Italia, 8 in the Serie A. That is midline nails for you. So I really believe that he really has a very big heart, but what really comes out of his body and football does not really depict exactly what he is all about. That is midline nails for you. Edin Ketia, all smiles because they've just given him a new contract for Chat 14. Very many people came out and said he's not worth it, but I will believe that he is worth it in there for you. That is Edin Ketia for you. That is Edin Ketia and Midland Hales during the training session of Mikel Arteta that he conducted firstly in there for the Gunners. And that is Ben White, obviously hugging it out with one of the academy graduates in there for you, but putting on shirt number 74 in there for you for the academy of Arsenal in there for you. So Ben White is really one of the darlings at the side which goes by the names of Arsenal that is loved so much, and he really had a very fantastic season for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. Hector Bellerin, who went away on loan at Real Betis, he has been linked to a move to Atletico Madrid and Juventus, but as we speak now, it looks like the move to a side which goes by the name of Atletico Madrid is out because Atletico Madrid have shown their interest in a player who goes by the names of Emerson Royal, who plays as a right back for Tottenham Hotspur. Though Tottenham is saying, we are not selling a player, do what you do, but we are not selling our player. That's what Tottenham is really saying in there for you. So we wait and see what Arsenal really has for grabs for Maitland Niles, but there was a deal that a swap deal would be done between Arsenal and a player who goes by the names of Rabiot, and they swap sides from Juventus. Rabiot from Juventus to Arsenal and Hector Bellerin from Arsenal to Juventus. So we wait and see how that is really going to go ahead and really mature to where we want it to be in there for you. So that is Hector Bellerin, and he really was at Rio Betis, and he returned in at Arsenal to do what we call the preseason training, but wait and see where he's really going to be next season, because he is going to leave Arsenal permanently this season, I predict, and Arsenal are willing to listen to any offers that are available to see the Spaniard quit a side which goes by the name of Arsenal, because Tomiyasu was signing as the right back and his services are no longer needed. That's why you saw that even in the second choice right back of Arsenal, he is not even thought of. Cedric Soares was the man into that position. Mikel Arteta commanding the training session in there for you, holding the ball and really talking to the players in there as he issued instructions on what they should do in there. In that picture, Mikel Arteta looks like had really lost his cool because players were not doing exactly what he wanted. So he had to go a little bit hard on them to go ahead and do what they really had to do in there for you. And that is Mikel Arteta for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. The gaffer who came in from Man City, and now he is really the main man at the side which goes by the names of Arsenal in there for you. Mikel Arteta talking to Ben White, his most expensive signing so far at Arsenal. He bought him at £50 million, and Gabriel Jesus is following him at 45. But Raphinha was going to overtake the price of Ben White because he's being valued at close to £60 million in there for you. But Arsenal were going to first pay 55, was it 50, and then some add-ons in there for you, and Chelsea really came in through. But Barcelona look like they've gotten money from De Jong and they've hijacked the deal again, and they're into negotiations because Raphinha wants to go to Barcelona. Then you see that was the other one, Rob Holding, if I'm saying very well, in there for you, and Reece Nelson. I think that is Reece Nelson, shirt number 24. That is Reece Nelson in there for you into the training session of Mikel Arteta that he conducted at London Colney in there for you. So Patino, I'm seeing Patino by the way, but the guy leading all with the ball, and Patino trying to attack him or really make him lose the ball. I don't know him, but behind him is Patino into that purplish purplish bib in there that he was putting on. Patino, you know him very well. He came on that game in the Carabao Cup where Arsenal really beat a side by 4 goals to 1 in there for, I think, was it Middlesbrough? Yeah, they beat Middlesbrough in there for you. That is Balogun. I think that is Balogun. Maitland-Niles behind him and trying to do the passing bit of the game in there at the side which goes by names of Arsenal in there for you. So this is another youngster trying to do the run in there for you. And this is one of the most exciting young Arsenal stars known as Hutchinson. I think it's Hutchinson. You get Hutchinson in there for you. He's so much exciting, very much skilled, and I've seen very many Arsenal fans on Twitter saying that if at all Raphinha has really snapped Arsenal, we don't need him. We have Hutchinson who can really go on and do the needful in there for side which goes by names of Arsenal. We don't need him. That's what Arsenal fans are really saying. But obviously, you really liked Raphinha. You made a bid, and Gold Brazil has really put you back into the contention. They say that they're still waiting for their bid. As they waited for you, Barcelona is back into the deal. We wait and see where this deal is going to end, because even Fabrizio Romano has come out and said Arsenal are still studying the situation. They are not going to hurry to go in and put in another bid, but what they are doing is simple. They are just monitoring the situation to see to it that they don't get hold of ransom by a side which goes by names of Leeds. And when they go in, that means they'll be really creating more money for Leeds, because Leeds just wants that auction to go on. The highest bidder takes it all, but it depends where the player wants to go, and the auction will always go on like that, not until Barcelona pulls out. If Barcelona is in, even if you come with £200 million, the player will want to go to Barcelona provided they meet the asking price of Leeds, that is £55 million. Another group of youngsters doing their thing on the pitch in there for you. Now Thomas Partey, who got an injury and he never returned, and now he looks like he's so much fit, and he was doing all that in front of his manager Mikel Arteta under the instructions of him in there for you. Thomas Partey, the Ghanaian, remember he never took part into the international break where in Africa we are playing the African Cup of Nations, and Ghana was really playing some good games in there for you, and he never really participated. But remember, he was so much vital into that win of Ghana when they beat Nigeria to see that they go to the World Cup of 2022 in Qatar. That's going to happen in November. So that is Thomas Partey, who turned from Christianity, who is now a Muslim. That is Thomas Partey. He did that because of the girlfriend whom he loves a lot. Then we go to Edin Ketia, signed a new contract, 5 years until 2027 at Arsenal. £100,000 a week. That's what he's going to be earning, and they gave him shirt number 14. Very many people came out and criticized him, and I told them that, you guys, do you know what you said when Emily Smith-Rowe was given shirt number 10 for Arsenal? You said a lot, but I told people that with the talent that Emily Smith-Rowe is having, that shirt is worth him. And just credit Emily Smith-Rowe for being so brave to take over that shirt number, because he has been at Arsenal for so long. He knows the people that have done that shirt number. Mesut Ozil, you get Dennis Bergkamp, you get, those are the players that we are donning that shirt number. So you just have to go in and respect that lad that really has a big heart. And for Edin Ketia requesting for shirt number 14, you just have to really know that the lad has big love for Arsenal, and he has really requested for the most famous shirt number at Arsenal that really did lots of things for Arsenal in the names of Thierry Henry in there. So you have to go on and really respect the lad. But he was also in training, and he stayed at Arsenal until 2027. Hector Bellerin in action with the youngster of Arsenal in there for you. That is Hector Bellerin doing the needful to come in and do those tackles in there for you. But that is Hector Bellerin, the man who was really a right back that most of us really thought that we would have in our teams, but the way he really dropped off is really so much annoying for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal in there for you. Nicola Pepe, rumored to be going out of Arsenal, but it looks like before they bring in a player in the caliber of Raphinha, then he still has a place at Arsenal, because there is a player in Nicola Pepe. But I don't know where things went wrong at Arsenal, but I really believe there is a player in Nicola Pepe. I don't know what you think about it, but for my case, I believe there is a player in Nicola Pepe. I don't know what your thoughts are, but there is a player in Nicola Pepe. But the coming in of Marquinhos, I don't know whether Marquinhos is really going to be granted a new contract, so he's going to be granted an inaugural entry into the Arsenal lineup to start all the squad. But wait and see what really happens when Mikel Arteta really makes his decision at the end of the season. Is it going to be loaned? Because teams like Wolverhampton Wanderers are already opening their hands and thumbs, telling the manager, please, can you get us that player on loan? So we wait and see where Marquinhos is going to be playing at Arsenal. And today we've not yet seen him into these photos. This is Patino, Charlie Patino, trying to make that run to sprint onto that ball. As you see him there, Charlie Patino, one of the youngsters at Arsenal who is really talented in there for you, and he's a midfielder. Thomas Partey into a battle and photo and body contact with that youngster of Arsenal during the training session of Arsenal at London Colney, and Mikel Arteta was watching in with his eyes. Remember, he was in holiday, now he's back, and we wait to see him with Gabriel Jesus, because the first two players that Arsenal unveiled while holding the shirt, Fabio Vieira and Matt Turner, we only saw them with Edu Gospa, the technical director. That means Mikel Arteta was not present, but his return has really motivated us to see to it that we wait for the photo of Mikel Arteta and Gabriel Jesus anxiously. He's going to be the first Arsenal player to be signed and to take a photo shoot with the manager. So we wait and see how that is going to happen in there for you. So another player for Arsenal, I think this is Rob Holding. It's Rob Holding, isn't it? That is Rob Holding. Rob Holding in there for you. That is Rob Holding for side, which goes by the names of Arsenal. I know he puts on shirt number 16. I know him by the shirt number and the face. Yeah, Rob Holding, that is Rob Holding in there for you, trying to do the needful onto the training at London Colney. But I don't know what he thinks about his future at Arsenal, because when they bring in Alessandro Martinez, Saliba returns, there is Gabriel Magalhaes and Ben White, 4 defenders that are all ahead of you in the picking order. I don't know what he really thinks about his future at Arsenal. Whether he does not mind about his playing time, I don't know, because Callum Chambers, who minded about his playing time, quit Arsenal and really left for a side which goes by names of Southampton, Aston Villa, in the January transfer window in there for you. Hutchinson, the man of the season. Very many people really like that young man. He's talented, swift left foot in there for you. And behind him is Pablo Mari. Do you notice Pablo Mari? That is Pablo Mari in training and doing the needful for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal in training, as he tried really to block Hutchinson from doing the magic. That young lad has a swift left foot, but that man was in Udinese on loan. I'm talking about Pablo Mari, who is behind Hutchinson in there for you. He was at Udinese and he played very many games at Udinese, and they would like to retain him, and AC Milan is also looking at him. So when you look at Pablo Mari on his loan in there for you at the side which goes by names of Udinese, he really played 15 games and scored 2 goals. That is Pablo Mari for you, a man who is left-footed, and he had 0 assists, 1 red card and 2 yellow cards in his entire career at Udinese. Therefore, and remember, before he left at Arsenal, he had played 1 game. Was it 1? I think it was not 1. He had played very many games at Arsenal in there for you, because he played in the Premier League. I think those are the 2 games he played against. He played against the side which goes by the names of Brentford. He played against Chelsea, and I think Man City. Was he part of that back 4? Was he part of that back 4? I don't remember, but those 2 games of Brentford and Chelsea, I remember him being humiliated by Lukaku in there for you. That is Pablo Mari in there for you. He returned also. Balogun behind that youngster, try to do the needful in there for you, and that is Ben White, the man of all seasons in there for you, who is really a very good and calm defender in there for you. That is Eddie Nketiah, the new signee at the side which goes by names of Arsenal, doing great into the training of a side which goes by names of Arsenal in there for you. Charlie Patino. Isn't this Charlie Patino? So that is those are the youngsters, and that is the footage of how these people really took part into training of a side which goes by names of Arsenal in there for you. So that's what we had for you in there for you. But this footage is not for today. They really started their training on Monday, and yesterday Charles Schwartz had other guys coming in to tell us that Arsenal really has these players on London Colney. After Gabriel Jesus did a medical, what he did, he came in at the side which goes by the names of the training pitch where they were, and he really greeted these Arsenal players and greeted Mikel Arteta. Then he did an interview, he took the photo, he did the photo shoot, and then you're waiting for his announcement. I have a friend of mine who was watching this channel and really came out in the comment and said, why are we taking all this time without announcing Gabriel Jesus? Guys, Gabriel Jesus is a gunner. He's a gunner. Have nothing to talk about it. He's already a gunner and everything has been stamped and sealed. He's a gunner and he's going to be unveiled very, very soon. So your reactions to this story is welcome into the comment section below as Mikel Arteta conducts the first preseason training at Arsenal with the likes of Thomas Partey and so on and so forth. I go by the names of Rokani David. Rokani Media Football is the channel. And guys, smash the like button, comment and share. Continue to pass over the love. I'm out for now. Good night and good morning, good evening. For us in our country, it's good night. It's coming to midnight.